Welcome to KK Tutorial Center. We continue with Technology for Teachers series. This tutorial will be in TFT Part 4, Computer Tasks. So we'll go and see how to carry out common tasks, which are very common across the applications in a computer. And occasionally I'll be taking you through my computer desktop to see how to carry out these computer tasks. So to begin with, I'll take you to Rally to subscribe my channel. So to support this channel and to be able to receive notification wherever I upload tutorials, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below this YouTube tutorial. Click also share and like for your friends to get to know about this channel and be able to benefit from the tutorials that I'll be posting every other time. Very well. So we go right away into the tutorial. Theoretical perspective. And then I'll take you into my desktop to see how to carry out these common computer tasks. Learning how to use a computer can feel overwhelming at times. Fortunately, there are some common computer skills that will work the same way in almost any situation. Once you learn how to use these skills, you'll be able to use them to perform a variety of tasks on your computer. So in this tutorial, I will talk about some common commands you can use in almost any application, such as Microsoft Word processor. We have Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, among others, other applications. So some of these commands that we learned in this tutorial include how to cut, to copy, paste, redo, and undo actions in an application. So the sections within this tutorial include 1. The menu bar. We shall see the menu bar. 2. We shall see how and some of the file menu commands. We shall also see how to cut, copy, and paste content within an application. 4. Undoing changes that you will have done or correcting changes. Lastly, we shall see how to copy and paste files from one place to another. Welcome. The menu bar. So what is the menu bar? Most applications have a menu bar at the top of the window. Remember in the previous tutorial, we said a window is anything that opens in a computer, and that window which opens, it has a menu bar at the top. Each menu has a set of commands that will perform a specific action within the program. While each application is different, there are some common commands that work the same way, no matter which application you are using. Whenever you open a program for the first time, try clicking these menus to see the various options available. So here is a snapshot of a notepad menu bar in my computer. So I took a snapshot of my notepad application in my computer, and the top part here is called this section is called the menu bar, and some of the menus within this bar are file, edit, format, view, help, among others. So we'll go into my computer to see what are menu bar, and I will open the notepad that I've taken a snapshot. So I write in my desktop. I can right click anywhere in my desktop to open. So new. I want to open Microsoft Word, like this one. So that one is created. I can open by double clicking it. So Microsoft Word processor 2010 is opening on my desktop. Yes. So up here, this one is called the menu bar. Up here. So there is file. You can see file, home. Another menu is insert. And as you click, some options down here are shown. We have page layout, references, mailings, review, view, and we enlarge a bit. So so all these options on top here are called menus, and the whole thing is called a menu bar. Notepad. Let me open the notepad that I've taken a screenshot. So I will search for notepad. Notepad. Oh, very well. It's here. So I need to open. So I'll click open here to open the notepad. So very well, this notepad is another application, and this is the one I taken the snapshot. There's another file, edit, format, and all that. So this is the menu bar. So back to the notes. Very well. File menu commands. Now, having seen what are menu bar and some of the menus, we want to see some of the commands within a file menu command. So you'll find the file menu on the leftmost side of the menu bar in almost every application. So the file menu is usually on the left side of the menu bar in every application that will open, as we have seen there. The file menu will usually have the same type of commands. For example, you can create a new file, open an existing file, save the current file, among other functions. So here below is a snapshot of a WinViewer of my Microsoft Word processor that I had shown earlier there. So on the leftmost part there, after clicking that, you will see that there are some options. These are file menu. So it has new, open, save, save as, print, prepare, send, and to the right we have some of the documents that were open using the same application, like that. So back to my desktop so that we see the so because this is a file, this is one of the menu in the menu bar. One of them is file. So if I click file, so you will see that the file will give you options down here. So file menu, these are some of the menus that will be used in manipulating a file. So we have save to save a file, save as to choose options to save. We can open the file, so there is open for opening the file, closing the file, information to get details. And you can see this one is blue, so the information here, in this case here it shows the information. Reason for opening recent files, new, if you want to create new file, to print a file is another file menu, to save and send, maybe through email, help, options, and exit. So all these are called file menu, because those are some of the menus that will apply to the current file open, the file that's currently open. So if I click recent, you will see here, this blue shows what is on the right here, that these are some of the recent documents that I had open. These are some of the recent places that I had gone into in my laptop. If you want to save, you click save here. If you want to close, you click close here. If you want to print a particular file, you click here. If you want to exit the application, you will click here. So I want to click exit to go out of this application, and you see it is closed. So very well, that's a file menu commands. So we want to go back to the notes. So these are some of the these are screenshot of some of the file menu options that were there. So now cut, copy, and paste commands. Many applications allow you to copy items from one place to another. So you will copy from one place and then paste them to another place. For example, if you are working with a word processor document, you might copy and paste a text to avoid typing the same thing over and over. So if you want to avoid typing the same thing, you just only need to copy and paste. So if there's something that you want to move from one place to another, you can also cut and paste instead. So there are two options. There is a copying and pasting, and there is a cutting and pasting. So what is to copy and paste? Copying items or text to another place is called copying and paste. So the copy and paste command takes a copy of the text or item to a new place, and the original text is not changed. So copy and paste is that it will take the copy only, but the original text will not change. Procedure to copy and paste is as follows. Step 1. Select the item or text you want to copy. In example, you'll select a paragraph in a document. I'll take you to the my desktop. You'll do that. So you'll need to select an item or text, or you highlight it, that text that you want to copy. Step 2, you will right click the mouse and select copy from the menu that appears. You can also press Control plus C on your keyboard. So to copy, you need to highlight or select the text. And then there are two options. You will right click that and then you choose copy. So here is a snapshot of word processor document. I selected this one which is highlighted is in blue is a text that I selected that I want to copy. So I right click, and on right clicking this pop-up menu, this pop-up screen with the options cut, copy, paste, all these. So you can see copy is highlighted here. So I click copy to copy this selected part here. So once I copy that one, step 3, I will locate and right click the desired location for the item, then select paste. So within the document or within another document, you just identify where to paste that document, and it will be pasted there. Another way is to press Control plus P. Control plus P is a shortcut on your keyboard, which is which does the same work as pasting. So after copying the other text and right clicking this space here to paste, you can see now when I right click there is options to cut, copy, but now I highlighted this paste options. I want to paste, so I click this thing to paste. So the step 4, the item or text will be copied to the new location. And notice how the original text was copied has not been moved or changed. This one highlighted in blue is the one that I pasted, and it's actually the it is this part of text here, from here all the way up to here. This one I had copied, so you'll see that I copied, but the original text is here, and I brought down here to paste here. So I'll only need to click paste, and it will be pasted there, and save if I want to close the document. I will now save. That was copying text or an item from one place to another. Sometimes you may want to move an item from one part to another. Then you will do what is called cut and paste. To cut and paste, that is moving an item or part of a text. Steps 1. Select the item or text you want to cut. In our example, we will select a paragraph of text in our document. So select the item or text you want to cut. Step 2, right click the mouse and select cut from the menu that appears, or you can also press Ctrl plus X on your keyboard. So the shortcut here is Ctrl plus X, and X stands for cutting. It stands for scissor. So here is a snapshot of what I did. The text that I selected here, this text in blue is selected. So I select this one by highlighting it. Then you can see that one of the options here is cut, and it's represented by a scissor. Scissors. So clicking cut, it will cut this text, and it will remove the whole text from where it is and places in another place called clipboard within the application, where it's a memory within the application. So locate and right click the desired location for the item, and then select paste. You can also press Ctrl plus P. So on your keyboard you can also use Ctrl plus P. Stands for paste. It's a shortcut. So I had cut the text which was here, and so it was removed, and you can see there is this space and shows disjointed, meaning that text was taken. And I moved it down here and clicked paste, or pressing Ctrl plus letter P. This highlighted text is pasted here. So I only need to click save to save changes there. Note, the item or text will be pasted or moved to the new location completely. So the item moves, the item or the paragraph or text which is cut will be removed completely and moved to the new location. So I want to take you to my desktop. We see how this one takes place. So back to the descriptor to see how to do copy and paste and cut and paste. So we are right here in my desktop. I want to open one of the folders here, which has folders and files, and one of the files here is a microprocessor. What processor document called English PP2. I need to open. We wait a little bit. Oh yes, very well. The word processor there is open. So copy and paste. So there is this section. So I need to click here, and then highlight to select the text here, and then to copy I will need to right click, and you will see these options. Right click here because I want to copy. There is this one, this command here, which has two icons showing. This means you are copying from one place. You are copying. So one is a copy of the other. This one is copy. So click copy, and you can move it anywhere. So let me put here. I press there. I create space to paste there. And then I right click there to paste. So when I right click, there are these options, and you can see there's paste options here. How to paste, keep source formatting and all that, and match formatting, keep text only and all that. These are some of the paste options. So I want to keep source formatting. I will click here to paste. You can see here this is the pasted text which was copied, and it's actually this one, this text here. I want to highlight the two so that we can see the comparison. You can see this is what I pasted and I copied from here. So copy and paste is that the original text will remain where it was, but a copy is created. So this one is a copy of the other one, which is copy and pasted here. So that's how to do copy and paste. We now want to see how to cut and move. So let me now this text which was here, I want to cut and move it elsewhere. I realize that it should not have been here. So I need to select to highlight. I've selected here and highlighted, and this I can now right click, and so the options here is you can cut, you can copy, you can paste. The clipboard memory is still around, and says you can still paste the same thing here. So I want to cut, and I will click this command cut, which is indicated by a scissors icon. So cut. So I'll click cut, and you see that on clicking cut, the whole thing will be cut, and will go into the clipboard of the application, and the space is left there. So I realized that I should have pasted elsewhere. So I want to move to, I should have I want to move to another place. So maybe it was here. So I create space, and then right click to paste. So I have moved from where it was. I can paste. So this new text highlighted here is pasted here, but it was removed from here. So you can see the space here. So cut and paste is used for moving text or item from one place to another. So I cut from here and I moved it to this new place. So this is a cut and paste to move an item to another new place. So we can go back to our notes. So back to our desktop, back from our desktop to notes. So we are on section 4 now and doing changes. So as you are cutting and pasting or copying and pasting, sometimes you may realize that you need to undo or to maybe what you did is needs to be corrected. So let us say you are working on a text document and accidentally delete some text. You can also delete some text accidentally. Fortunately, you won't have to retype everything. You just delete it. Imagine deleting 10 pages of word processor document, and most applications allow you to undo your most recent action when you make a mistake like this. So just locate and select the undo command. So there is what we call undo command, which is usually in the upper left corner of the window near the menu bar. You can also press Ctrl plus Z on your keyboard. This is a shortcut. So if you want also to undo, you can also press Ctrl plus Z. You can continue using this command to undo multiple changes in a row. So you can undo several what you did changes that you did previously in a row. So this is a snapshot of undo, and you can see here there is this backward arrow shows that you go back. So undo, and in bracket Ctrl plus Z. This one is a shortcut in the keyboard that you. So it says reverses the last action. So clicking this one will undo. If you can also redo, and this one will be indicated by forward arrow. So backward arrow, undo. Note that the undo command will work almost all of the time, but not in every situation. For example, if you have the recycle bin to permanently delete a file, you can undo. You cannot undo the action. So if you have emptied the recycle bin, that is deleted files which are in the recycle bin are deleted permanently. Undo command will not help you because the file is not there to be undone. So now you know some of the most common used commands which you will be able to use in almost any application on your computer, such as word processor application, Excel spreadsheet application, among others. So as I mentioned earlier in this tutorial, you can also use keyboard shortcuts to perform these commands even faster. We'll learn more about keyboard shortcuts in another tutorial in keyboard shortcuts in Windows. So because I've been mentioning about shortcuts, Ctrl plus Z to undo, Ctrl plus V to paste, Ctrl plus C to copy, I will be making another tutorial on shortcuts to help you be confident in using shortcuts. So I want to take you to my desktop to see the undo and redo command. Undo changes and redo command. So back to my desktop. Very well. In my desktop, I want to go to one of these documents that I have open here, and you remember that we had cut and moved a section. We had copied a section to another place. So on top here, on the menu bar here, there is these icons. This one is for the application. It shows that it's a Word application. This is for save. And if you are point, it saves save like that. So there are these two arrows which are coiled in the different directions. So we have undo paste to undo what you are done pasting in a new place, or you can redo to repeat paste. So to undo, to go back, we click undo, and you realize that the document here shifts, meaning that what has been done is now reversed. We are told that you can do it in a series or in a row. So I can still undo what I have also done, and you can see the changes there. So you can continue undoing to takes you back to where you started. Undo See, you can undo another change in a row. You can do, oh, finally, you can see that the undo as change is now created, meaning that there's nothing to be undone again. So all the changes which you are done there have been undone or have been taken back or rolled back. If you want to go back again to redo, maybe you change your mind, you can redo to bring the changes again, you can redo like that. So that's how to undo and redo changes in a document. This one is only possible if you have not emptied the recycle bin. Anything that you delete in the recycle bin, if it goes to recycle bin, and if it is emptied, it will go. So undone changes will not take place. So back to our notes. Very well. To copy and paste files, copying files. Now, because you will be using many files often, we need to know how to copy and paste files from one place to another. So you can use the cut, copy and paste commands for a variety of tasks on your computer, including copying and pasting files. For example, if you wanted to create a duplicate copy of a file, you would copy it from one folder to another. So how do we do that one? Procedure. Step 1. Right click the file and select copy from the menu that appears. So you right click the file and select copy. You can also press Ctrl+C on your keyboard. This is the shortcut. You can also press Ctrl+C. Ctrl+C means you have given the keyboard control to copy. C stands for copy. So yes, a snapshot of a file in my folder, which is called Web Lessons, which is found within another folder called YouTube Tutorials, which is found in another folder called Work Center. So I've clicked English PP2 here, word processor document to highlight, and then right click because I want to copy. You will get these options here. So because I want to copy, you will see this option. One of the commands here within this file menu of right clicking is copy, and you see it is highlighted white, and that's like the rest because I have clicked copy to copy this file. So after clicking, step 2, locate and right click the new location where you want the file to go, then select paste. You can also press Ctrl+V. Another shortcut for pasting is Ctrl+V on your keyboard. In example, we'll paste the file to the tutorials folder. There's a folder there. So within the same folder, I copied this file English PP2, and I want to paste it into the tutorials folder here. You see it's highlighted, and after right clicking, I now need to click paste. You can see the command paste is highlighted in white here. To paste there. So I will have copied the file English PP2 all the way up to this folder, tutorials folder. Step 3, the duplicate file will appear in the new location. So it will be found in the new location. And notice how the original file has not been moved or changed. So if you copy a file, the original file will not be changed. Also note that if you make a change to the original file, it will not update any copies of that file. So creating duplicates and then changing one file does not affect the other copy of the file created. So you can see the file that I copied is here, and the folder I highlighted there. The other file is inside here, the copy, but the original will not change. So copying a file is not the same as creating a shortcut. You can review my tutorial on working with files and folders, TFT part 3, to learn more about using shortcuts. I did mention there that copying a file that will only create creating a shortcut will not it will be a link to the file only. So it is not the same as creating a copying a file is not the same as creating a shortcut. Shortcut is only a link. So I want to take you to the desktop to see how to copy file from one place to another, and even cut files and best to move files So back to the desktop. We are now here in my desktop, my folder, web lessons. So the file which is here, this one, I want to copy. So I will right click this file, and you see the options here. I can open, I can edit, I can create new within the same, all that. So what I'm interested here is copy. I want to copy, so this option here will copy the file. So I'll click copy, and on clicking copy, that will go, and the file will have been copied to a place called there is a place where the memory where the file, copied file will be kept in the computer, so that I will be able to copy. It is called clipboard. Clipboard. So I want to paste here. So I want to click there, and then right click this folder where I want to paste, and then I choose paste. There's this paste, so I will click paste. So the file will be pasted to tutorials folder here, but the original copy will still remain there. So when you open tutorials folder here to see whether that file was copied, and in fact when you point to this when you point to this folder, you can see it shows the date, created, size, some of the contents there. So there are folders inside there called notes, and there's a file called English paper 2. So you can double click to open, and you can see that what the file is already in here. So that's how to copy and paste a file. That is copying a file from one place to another. You can also move a file from one place to another. So that will be cut and paste. So this file, which is within this folder, I can still move this file into this folder called notes. So because I want to move, I need to cut. So I click, right click, choose cut to cut the cut. You can see that it becomes plain. It's no longer clear, showing that it has been cut, and I want to move to notes. So cut and paste. I will paste to notes to move there. So I'll right click on notes and then paste, and you will see that the file will be cut and it will be removed. It was here, it has been moved to notes inside here. If I point notes, I'll be able to see it says okay, double clicking will show that the file is already in there. So that's how to copy and paste file, cut to copy files, and cut and paste files to move files from one place to another. So back to our notes. So back to our notes. Very well. That's the end of our tutorial. TFT Part 5 Common Computer Applications is our next tutorial, which is on the will be coming soon. So be on the watch out for the next tutorial. Once again, subscribe to my channel. Click the red button down there in the tutorial here where it says subscribe. You also click to share and like to enable you to receive notifications, and as well as support my channel to produce more tutorials on the TFT series to help you be competent in using your computer system. Thank you for watching.